Pandemic Cooking. My name is Adele. I'm here at Lillian Osborne High School in Edmonton, Alberta, and today we are going to be making a butternut squash soup. I can't remember if my tens did this. Did yours?
No.
No. Okay, so we haven't made this yet. This is actually one of the recipes that I really like doing at either farm to table in the fall with fresh butternut squash or in our nutrition unit. So I was talking about in my what was I doing? The taco or like the salad wraps or whatever. Anytime we have a fruit or vegetable with a really vibrant color, we can trust that we're getting a lot of vitamins and nutrients in it. So the reason why we're going to be using butternut squash today is because it's got really, really beautiful color in it. And I just ripped this bag open trying to break this up. Sorry about this. I gotta tell you, if you want to use butternut squash in a soup, buy this. It's from Superstore. It is just pre-cooked, pre-cut, frozen. It's super, super great, and you're gonna save yourself like an hour roasting the butternut squash, okay? So we're gonna be using this today. It's super, super high in vitamin A because it's got that bright orange color in it. So I'm gonna leave that there for a second, and while my butter is melting on about medium heat, I've got about a quarter cup of butter here. I've read a few recipes online, and you could use an olive oil if you wanted. I just am gonna go with the flavor of the butter. So what I'm going to do is I am going to, kind of like our tomato soup recipe, I am going to start by chopping an onion. Now, just about had to go to the drawers to look in. Bon chance. So
bells ringing,
it's
you're
chaos.
frantically trying to find things.
It's chaos. So anyway, that's my goal today, is try and find the knife sharpener. I think that I know the electric one is in your room. Are they both in your room?
It's not my room.
Are they both in that room?
I have no idea. I never use them.
Okay. All right, so my butter is melting. I am just going to do a really rough chop with my onion. The reason why is because I'm going to blend the entire soup. Okay, so when we are blending anything, this can be very, very, like a very rough chop. It doesn't need to be, we don't need to spend too much time on it.
Why is it good to do a rough chop when you're doing a blended soup?
Do they blend easier? Oh my God, what are you going to teach me?
Oh,
I don't know.
So when I do blended soups with students, I always have students that don't do a rough chop. They dice everything really small.
Okay.
So when they go to blend it, everything's super watery.
Oh, pan up, look at my face. I love learning new things. Thank you, Ms. Nestrovich. I think it's really important to be open, like to be willing to learn these new things. Exactly. I love it. Okay, here's this crappy garlic again. Ugh! Okay, now it's getting older, so it's better, huh?
Maybe it's the way you cut garlic. I cut garlic differently.
Do you? How do you cut it?
So I smash it first. And then once I smash it, then I cut off the end piece and everything just pops off.
Okay, well, I'm going to try that. Should I do it right now?
Sure.
Why not? Let's have a garlicky soup today.
I like garlic.
It's good for you.
The only person that smells me during the pandemic is Andrew.
What, tell me about the nutritional properties of garlic. Let's pretend we're in the nutrition unit. What would you talk about? Okay, hang on. Let's try Ms. N's way here. Smash first.
Then cut off the end.
Oh, then cut off the end.
Everything just pops off.
Good. I liked it. Learning something new. Okay. Nutritional properties of garlic. Number one, they keep the vampires away. Okay. So if we have any worries about that, eat lots of garlic and you're going to be fine. I'm just going to toss up that.
I love using
Kate, let's do a product review. These are the best spatulas.
I love a good spatula. I use spatulas at home.
They're heat resistant. So these are like 450 heat resistant, so you can use them to cook. I don't actually love them for like scraping icing and filling a bag. I think they're too big. Yeah. However, my icing bags are too small, so that could be a me problem. Garlic is super, super good for your immunity. You can buy garlic pills, but they say that if you're feeling like a cold coming on or something like that, eating garlic can boost your immunity. And I know that like all the doctors, because lots of doctors are watching this, all the doctors are like,
all our doctor friends.
Okay. Yeah, okay. But you can, in like the vitamin section, you can buy garlic in pill form, and it's just to help boost your immunity.
Basically, that's why I don't get sick much. I eat so much garlic.
I mean, rough chop here.
I thought it was also because I ate like dirty vegetables. vegetables that I don't wash.
Yeah, we've got a lot of things going for us to really boost our immunity in the pandemic. Don't wash our vegetables. Meanwhile, other people are like at home Lysol and wiping their broccoli. And here I am, I'm like, meh, it's fine. Okay, oh, just that smell, right, of the garlic, the onion just warming up in the butter. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm gonna hustle along. I'm gonna peel my potato. Another product review. This Russell Hendricks peeler. I don't know, like, this is, you can only buy, oh, it's Swiss Smart. You can buy this brand somewhere. This is the best peeler I've ever used. I've peeled my fingernails on this so many times. It is so sharp. Okay, so I'm gonna do a rough dice of my potatoes. So what we're gonna do, if I were not caring about nutrition and I really wanted a nice, heavy, thick soup, I would be adding whipping cream because I'm Ukrainian and that's what I do to things. But today we're gonna try and keep it a little bit lighter because remember, we've committed to not eating full heavy cream things anymore. The 2 potatoes in this recipe are going to add that creaminess, right? Like, so we're gonna blend them and you're gonna kind of have like, I don't want to say like a mashed potato because it's blended, it becomes one with all of the veggies in this. I gotta hustle, you know why? My garlic is getting dark. Oh, this smells good.
I was at TD and teachers mentioned about the tortillas one, and the chef was like mad at me for stirring around. He's like, I didn't crisp. I'm like, what's up? Because we all had to water it. So what I learned actually, thank you for that. Yes, it is exciting. Really important.
Okay, another great veg you could add to this, but we don't have here today. Carrots.
I could do a carrot, that'd be really beautiful too. I probably wouldn't do celery. Would you? Yeah. Do you? It's like putting me a pot, right? The only reason I don't want to in this one is because of the texture. Like, even when you're blending it, it's still very like cellulose, right?
Okay, get those potatoes warming up. I'm gonna do some black pepper. I'm gonna do some, what? Doesn't it smell good? And it's just so simple. A teaspoon of salt, because you know me, I like salt. Now, the 2 flavors I'm gonna add today, the spices I'm gonna add today, herbs I'm gonna add, are sage and thyme. These are my 2 go-tos when I'm making a vegetable soup. You could do like a sweeter butternut squash soup and do like a maple syrup, but again, I know we're trying to keep it a little bit, I saw online, that's what they said.
Oh, wow.
You could do a rosemary, you could do a curry, like a curry butternut squash is actually quite good. But I'm just gonna keep it sage and thyme. I really like these flavors. They remind me of Thanksgiving. And once I get them going, they smell so delicious. Okay, so I'm just softening up my veggies here. And I am going to cook them in a broth, okay? Stir them up for a minute. Start smelling those herbs, yes. Okay, now I'm going to add this entire bag of butternut squash. So like I said, you could absolutely buy fresh. If you buy fresh, you have to cut it, scoop it out, roast it.
So much work.
It is
to
so
find a
much
frozen
work.
bag.
And then when I discovered that Superstore sold this, I was so happy. Do you know what they used to, I'm gonna add it all in. Do you know what they put in the freezer for a little bit?
What about students that are told that it's not as healthy to buy frozen veggies?
I would say that's baloney. Baloney.
That is bologna sandwich.
And the reason why is because frozen is actually, it can be better. If it's
When
not,
we live in northern Alberta, though.
when you live in northern Alberta, this is an absolutely acceptable thing. What happens, and actually the reason why it might be better is because the fruits and vegetables picked for freezing are picked at the prime freshness. So sometimes when you're buying them fresh, they get picked, they like ripen up in, you know, I don't even know the process in some like gassy warehouse. So they don't go through that. They're picked, they're blanched, flash frozen. That's it. So you're getting like the fruits and veggies at the prime. The other thing is that they're super cost effective. Like, for instance, if I were making a smoothie, I would never use fresh raspberries because a little pint can be $4, right? And then your
Also, when you do frozen things in a smoothie, it gives you that thicker texture.
yes. The nutrients are the exact same. The price is much better. So I'm gonna let this cook up, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some chicken broth on it. So I'm gonna add today, again, the Better Than Bouillon. We use this, what do we use this for? I can't even remember.
Soup.
Okay, soup.
Soup
Of some kind. All right, what I'm gonna do is the reason why I'm not gonna add the bouillon to this quite yet is because I don't know how much water I'm going to add at this point. So all I want to do is add, I'm going to increase my heat a little bit, add the water just to cover my veggies. I don't want it to be too runny, right? I don't want my soup to be watery. I want the vegetables to create a really nice creaminess. So that was about 3 cups of water. So I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of the Better Than Bouillon powder, or the Better Than Bouillon paste. If you have powder, you add 1 tablespoon of powder. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the lid. I'm going to cover it. This doesn't fit it perfectly, but it's fine.
Actually, it does it quite well.
It's quite well, right? It just goes over a bit. I'm going to let it cover. I'm going to cover it. I'm going to let these vegetables cook in this broth. When they are soft, we're going to come back. I'm going to blend it up and serve. That's it. See you in a few. Okay, everybody, welcome back. This has been simmering with the lid on for probably about 20 minutes. The butternut squash cooked up really quickly, but I wanted to make sure that the potatoes were nice and soft. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my immersion blender and make sure that this part of the immersion blender is submersed into your liquid. If you don't have one, you could, honestly, you could take a potato masher if you don't have a blender or anything. But honestly, get an immersion blender. Okay, I put this to the side so I can make sure that it's totally submersed. And I'm just gonna push this down so I can puree it.
You could also, if you have a blender at home, you could pour this into the blender.
Do you find that it creates like a suction of dangerous liquid hot volcano?
Like 100% it does. I'm just giving off.
Giving some solutions. Are we happy? Happy?
Looks good.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do before I serve this up, what am I gonna do, Ms. Ann?
Take it off the heat.
Oh, now she's volcanoing.
Pot
I'm gonna
stickers
take
all
it
over again.
pot stickers all over again. I'm gonna take it off the heat so no one dies, and I'm just gonna taste it. Yeah? I think it's good. I'm gonna add more salt to mine, because that's what Ms. Ann just did this. That's what I do. So, anyway, hopefully now you have some skills. We've done a couple soup videos. You have some skills to make a beautiful fresh soup at home with ingredients that you have hopefully in your pantry, in your freezer, in your fridge. And remember that this is just pure vegetables. The potatoes are gonna add that creamy texture instead of a cream. So let me know what you think. Put some comments in. I don't know, tell me how great I am. Share the video, make us Insta famous or YouTube famous or whatever. And make sure that you smash that subscribe button. And have a great day. Happy cooking, everyone. Bye.